What's up, everybody? We are not in, apparently, because we've never done this before. Caleb was so excited about his squeaky bear.
I was
he
so
forgot
excited about
to-
the squeaky bear. I forgot to pull us in behind the intro.
What's up,
It's got a
everybody? Welcome
squeaker
to
in his
Hot
butt.
Mix. This is the squeaky bear with a squeaky butt, apparently. Nice. How you been?
Been doing all right. Got back from 3D Printopia and basically it felt like when you're a kid and your grandma gives you sugar and sends you back home and then you just crash at some point. That's what it feels like after an event like that. I just got home and I feel like I crashed into a brick wall.
Well, it's I'm so sad that I had to miss it, but from what I saw, it was flipping amazing. Hopefully it was an awesome event, and there's still squeak Karen.
Squeak.
We blame Karen for the squeaky bear butt.
Huh?
Do we blame Karen for the squeaky bear butt?
We do. We blame her for the squeaky bear butt times 2. I've got a few things to show you.
Nice. Well, if real quick, do some cleanup. If you guys want to check out any of the hot mix, that stuff, check out the link in the description below. Also, what are we on? I don't even know. Episode 183.
Yeah.
Whoa. So we're rocking and rolling. There is links in the description for everything you want to find. So check out the description there. I think we're on the Edutech channel tonight too. Yep. Looks like we are. I don't know how long we'll continue to do that, but it's there, right?
Yeah.
Currently, we're there. I don't know how many people are there right now, but let's see. 13. Whoa. If you're watching on the Edutech channel, come on over, man. Come on over to the Hot Mix channel.
I don't know if Kim's here.
Hi, Kim.
Oh, and Thomas is here too. What up, dude? I saw him last weekend too.
Oh, you did?
All smiles, and just kind and friendly as usual. Dude, yeah. I don't think has a bad bone in his body. Don't take that further than that.
And Thomas too.
That's what I said.
Oh, we're not talking about Kim still.
No. I mean, Kim's nice, but hey, Kim has a really good, no offense, Kim, I hope you take this as a compliment. She's got a good, angry face. There were a few times when, we were filming on Sunday night where I just couldn't get the guys to, settle down and actually, get ready for the shot. And I could just see her face, I saw steam coming out of her ears.
I love it. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just typing notes in our doc.
Oh, and also, okay, speaking of Kim being mad, not picking on you, Kim, it just reminded me. We had an issue. Okay, let's make this very clear. You can't use metal parts on your Death Racer weapon.
What? Come on.
It's supposed to be only plastic, and there's a good reason for that. One, it's potentially dangerous if you have metal on that thing and it's spinning really fast, because it was one of the spinners. Somebody covered it in nozzles.
Oh yeah, someone did that last year too. At Rocky Mountain they did that too. Yeah,
and apparently nobody said anything to them because this year they completely destroyed some people's Death Racers in ways that they should not have been destroyed in an unfair way. One of which was Kim's Bridezilla. I think it's called Bridezilla. The one with the Velociraptor. Shattered. Totally shattered.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go out on a limb and say I don't know anything about spinning weapons parts that shouldn't be as strong as they were.
Right.
SLS. At Murph, mine was printed. It was SLS printed, and it was. Yeah, it was. We won't do that again because it wasn't great. I mean, it was great. It was great. Don't get me wrong. That thing was awesome. But it also blew apart a few heads, literally blew them apart.
Tripod says, "Don't go out on a limb." I think he knows from experience.
I saw Tripod trying to balance on his. I'm very disappointed.
Oh man,
he didn't build a little nub stand to balance yourself. Very disappointed. There was an opportunity there, Tripod.
He said it was bipedal compatible. He had the 2 foot pads. It's just one of them was a ghost foot.
Yeah, well, you should have had like arm that kind of came up and went towards, like towards the nub, and then you could have
Towards the
balanced it.
nub.
Then you could have balanced on it. Like it would have been perfect.
Forgot
But
to charge the
anyways, it
battery
looked
in my
like it
key
was
light.
an amazing time. I was super sad that I couldn't come. Very, very sad.
Yeah, we missed you, dude.
Yeah, work, man. Sometimes work gets in the way of fun.
Did you get those computers done though?
Those computers are done. And now that those computers are done, I just got told that we're going to my hospital next.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be awesome because we get the computers on the 1st of November. And if Kim is watching, she knows that that's not a great date. So I'm working on it. There's a reason I didn't respond yet, Kim. I'm so sorry. And I'll text you guys after the show here. But anyways, the show Treaty in Protopia, awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Events like that. I mean, I have, contrary to popular belief, I have some friends in Arkansas, but I have like a few really good ones, really close ones, where I don't really have a group of friends. I don't really have a situation where I go somewhere and I'm just surrounded by people who I consider friends. And events like this feel like more than a family reunion. It feels like I see all these people that I care so much about and that I rarely get to see, but often interact with. And I feel like I can close my eyes, spin around in a circle at a random interval, and open my eyes, and I'm going to see somebody that I just want to give a hug. And it just feels so good to be in an environment like that. I love that kind of stuff.
I agree. It's super fun. It's refreshing. It's like you said, a big family reunion every time we get to go to one of these. And that's the first one I've had to miss in a while. So that's kind of sad, but
for good reason though.
Everything was good though. It was fun, and all the things happened. And
yeah, we only pantsed Sam once, because once you do it once, nobody wants to do it again. So.
Yeah. It's like finding out what's under that kilt. I don't know. I don't know if it's a good thing or not.
So there's a video that isn't released yet, but what we were filming that Sunday night was let's say I saw more than Steven than I ever thought I would see.
Oh boy. That doesn't sound
Don't worry. He was wearing like nude colored shorts, but it might have been almost less revealing if he just wasn't wearing the shorts. Let's be honest.
I love it. I freaking love it. I can't wait to see what that was. I did see the bike video or the bike. I think it was what did he just share? He shared something with the bikes.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun. I really wish I could have been there for that. That would have been a lot of fun.
I think we all thought. Oh, so is this? Is this Jen? I just saw the name Jennifer. I didn't know. I'm assuming that means that's Tripod's wife.
That sounds. I mean, that's fair, right?
Yeah. All right. She says yes. Hey, Jen.
Nice.
Jen was a fantastic light stand for me. She was the only person who wasn't on camera in some scenes, and we didn't have a light stand, so I had her standing at a weird angle, holding one of the little LED light panels we have to mount on the camera, like just off frame, so that I could get a rim light on John or on Tripod. I don't know who John is, and I had Ryan doing the same at 1.2. She really is the real MVP of that night. We didn't get done until like midnight or later too. So.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. We packed up. A show ended at 4, and then we started packing up. But there was such a cluster of trucks and trailers at that back door,
right?
That we weren't actually able to get the Offset Maker Lab trailer into the area to unload our stuff until maybe around 6.
Oh wow! You didn't pull like, don't you? I'm surprised you didn't pull that like, don't you know who I am thing.
I don't think I covered it at all.
No, you didn't. Yeah,
I was telling Colin we wanted to keep this PG-13. I love you too.
Nice. Well, anyways, anything else? Like, I know you have a lot of cool stuff to share. Do you want to share that later?
Yeah, so there were a few. After I pulled the hot makes for this episode, I made a post from the hot makes Twitter account asking people to share some of the photos, and some people did. So I figured we'd probably go over some more of the 3D Printopia stuff later when we're going through the hot makes section.
Yeah, that sounds great. I'm watching a Bamboo Lab extruder maybe kind of try to become unclogged. Damn.
Oh, okay. I thought you were about to say it's getting clogged or it's exploding.
It yelled at me that the first layer didn't go down great, and I'm like, "What? Come on!"
Is it the next one?
It is. It's my very first. It's Neo. It's the one. The
one.
So it's been out there for a while.
Is it the one we brought to Murph that one year?
It is the one.
Oh, that one's.
It's old school. It was the first one. I think it has like serial number 6 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I went to go print something and it said first layer defects. I'm like, what? That doesn't happen. And
no,
of course it did.
No, they're totally faultless.
Right. But anyways, yeah. So good stuff. We're gonna show that a little bit later, though.
Yeah, we'll show. Yeah, that sounds like David Wheeler posted an album that'll probably have a ton of stuff in it. He's always got good stuff.
Nice. I'm super pumped about to see more and more. I was kind of like seeing what was out there, seeing what people were posting a little bit, and that was kind of cool. And then
Sam gave out the first official Death Racer kit too. Oh,
really?
Yeah, he had a box of maybe about 15 of them or so, and they were for the people who had ordered them and were picking them up at the show. And we had at least one. There might have been more than one, but we had at least one person that actually hung out at the booth with Steve from Offset and built his Death Racer to compete with that same weekend. He had all the parts printed and everything already.
Holy moly! So Steve was building a Death Racer all night, is what you're telling me.
It was not supposed to be that way. It kind of turned into that though, and we had talks about that. We had talks about that afterwards, where it was like we need to set some more like guidelines or like specific expectations here, because he was supposed to be there to like help if somebody needed help, but it turned into a couple people sitting at the booth like the whole time from start to finish.
I don't know anything about how that would be at all. Guilty. Anyways, I think we should rock and roll. I think
we should. I'm excited because the guest we have tonight, actually, I was kind of familiar with this stuff, but I had a friend, we were talking about different things that we could make for an upcoming show potentially, and one of my friends sent me a link to one of Colin's koozies with the dice tower built in. And I was like, hang on. Have I not talked to? I feel like I should have talked to this guy by now. And I sent him a message from the Hot Makes account, and he followed us back, and we chatted for a little bit, and here he is on the show. So I'm excited to chat with him.
Awesome. I'm super excited too. I looked through what you shared as far as on the dock and stuff, and looks like some fun stuff. So very excited about that. I think the only thing I had before we jump into that is the hashtag 3D printing on YouTube video I put out yesterday on the channel. It was just really quickly thrown together. I filmed it and edited it, put it up there like myself real fast, and it's been received really well. A lot of fun comments, and if you haven't seen hashtag 3D printing on YouTube, go search that. When we're done with the show here, search 3D printing on, or hashtag 3D printing on YouTube. There's a bunch of videos. A few from this year now, and a whole bunch from like 8 years ago, that when they did this the first time. Angus from Maker's Muse kind of said like, hey, we're bringing this back. He challenged, I think it was Joel and Ali Creates, I believe, and she made a video.
Ali Cats, they I was supposed to edit that video for them, and I didn't get to it. I didn't have time before 3D Printopia.
Oh boy. So yeah, we I haven't seen Joel's yet. So then in like the end of mine, Brian Vines, if you're watching, I challenged you. He already knows I challenged him. And then I also challenged Adam Savage. So we'll see if that happens.
We'll see how that goes.
I would love to see Adam's response to the 5 questions. Hashtag 3D printing on YouTube. It's 5 questions. Where did you first hear about 3D printing? What was the first thing you printed? Do you see 3D printing as a hobby or a tool? What is the best 3D printer? And what's your tip? If you could only give one tip to somebody, a beginner, what would it be? Those 5 questions, those 5 answers, and I think people are pretty surprised at what some of those are. So check it out. If you have,
3D printer is an A-nut. A8.
I actually had a comment in there. Dude said like, "Hey, I just retired my A-net." And
wow.
I was like, what? That's amazing.
Wow.
You know, like, I'm surprised you didn't catch your house on fire.
Jeez.
But no. But yeah, super cool. So if you haven't checked any of those videos out, do that. Hashtag 3D printing on YouTube. And it's just a fun, fast video, you know. So all right.
Colin, you ready? Give me a thumbs up if you're good. Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, Colin, aka Littletup himself. Is it Littletup or Littletup?
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
It's a Littletup.
I assumed it was Littletup, but
wait. What's on your fingers? I see skeleton fingers. What is this?
This is my new skeleton fingers. I just released.
So cool.
What?
Weeks ago.
Those are flipping amazing.
Nice little easy print.
Fantastic.
I worked real hard to get these down to where anybody can put them together, you know. I had some ones I did in the past and they were just way too complicated. So I really
what are you using for
these to be simple.
Like the tendons?
This is just some elastic.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah. You can get that stuff at like Joann's.
Yeah. And then everything is just like mechanical arms that hold them together. So you're just bending this part of your finger here, and it's doing the extra work.
What?
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it now on Things, by the way.
That's so cool.
I'm gonna take them off because they're pretty noisy.
So before we get too far, we always do the top of the guest is just in case some people don't know who you are. Can you just give us a quick who you are, what you do, and where people can find you?
Yeah, I'm on Fangs and Colts 3D. I've been 3D printing since 2017, I think it was. I broke my teeth on a Monoprice Mini. It was like a 4-inch by 4-inch printer.
I thought you meant you actually broke your teeth.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Did you
No.
Were you like looking at it and it fell on you? I was trying to like in my mind figure out.
Yeah. But I used to back in the day do horrible, you know, B-grade movies, you know, like zombie movies and
nice
fan movies of Star Wars and stuff. So I used to make ships and do lightsaber overlays in 3D Studio Max. And then when he brought that printer over, I'm like, well, I have all these models I made. I can actually make them physical and real, you know? So that's what really got me into 3D printing.
Awesome.
It's awesome.
Sometimes those are the best movies, by the way. They're so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
It's all about passion and less about money.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's really cool. So what I'm hearing is you basically kind of got into 3D printing like as a next step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was something it was one hobby that led to another hobby that led to like, you know, it's usually the way it goes.
So do you still do the filmmaking and
No. This
kind of took over.
Takes all my time. Yeah, the 3D printing took over. Once I realized that I could create something in a 3D space and then make it real, and physical to hold, that was the end of it. That was my new hobby.
That's awesome. So, what do you use for modeling?
I use, believe it or not, Tinkercad. Like these fingers, I made the framework for these in Tinkercad. So I designed them in Tinkercad.
Are you serious?
Then I bring them in the blender. Yeah, then I bring them in the blender and fine tune them, sculpt on them, shape them, give them a more organic look.
Yeah.
But I try to keep it simple. You know, I'm self-taught with everything I do, so there's only certain areas that, you know.
But, same here, and I'm still stuck in Tinkercad. I probably shouldn't say stuck at this point though, because people are making so much cool stuff in Tinkercad, and I've done some complicated stuff in Tinkercad too.
Yeah, well, I started in Tinkercad because I was originally on My Mini Factory back in the day, and they had a Tinkercad contest, and I never heard of
Oh,
Tinkercad. So that got me started. Where I think this is one of my first models that I did in Tinkercad. I tried to get it to look organic as I could,
you did that in
and I entered
Tinkercad?
it into a yeah, yeah. I still have the files.
Are all
I'll
the
share them
missiles
with you
made
to
up
take a
of
look at
like
them.
ovals, basically?
Yeah, it's all ovals, just
What?
stretched and positioned.
That's
Yeah.
cool. That's
So
inspiring.
and that's before I knew how Tinkercad worked, and I was moving everything with my mouse. It was jumping all over the place. I didn't know that you could use the keys to like precisely
Mhm.
place everything, but it was a good learning curve. It
Yeah.
helped me get the understanding of the 3D space better.
You okay there, Jim? Did you have a clog?
I'm back. I heard a noise. I apologize.
Uh-oh. That's always the
I was
worst.
like, yeah.
We have
I was
a
listening. I
CNC.
heard everything. I was like right
Yeah.
over here. There's a door, and I was right on the other side of it. I was like, okay, please don't be breaking. All right.
We have a CNC table at our shop, and it's in a separate room so that it's not as loud, but we can still hear it. And it's constantly making the kind of noises, but every now and then it makes a noise that's slightly off from what you're expecting. And like 3 of us in the shop will go,
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I've had those. I got a CNC back there.
Yeah.
Get that
Which one do you have?
noise.
what do you do on the CNC?
It's one of those. What was it? The you print your own CNC. So I just
Okay.
printed my own and put the parts in. Got a Rambo board put on it and some steppers. I just use
Nice.
it for random stuff, woodworking and cutting, like etching and stuff,
Yeah.
and some vinyl.
Oh, cool.
Put
Vinyl?
vinyl knife on it. Yeah, I put a vinyl knife on it, and you can cut vinyl on it.
Okay. I didn't know that. You use it as a vinyl cutter.
Yeah.
Yep, because it's open source, right? The one you have.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
I
awesome.
didn't even think about that. Yeah, it's basically just a giant like Cricut.
Yeah, I mean, you can
The
just
vinyl
tell
cutter
it-
I have is more like a sign shop vinyl cutter where it's like it rolls the paper through. But
Yep.
I think Cricuts, you kind of like stick the panel on and it goes around it, right?
Yeah.
So is this kind of like the same thing except your bed isn't moving?
Yeah. No, and you just get the X and the Y, and then
Yeah.
I do have a Z on it, so it's nice, but it's homemade, so it's a little frustrating to get everything to work out just perfect.
Yeah.
Sometime. Well, and I definitely know that you're like I have a Onefinity machinist, which is a 16 by 16 build area or machine area, I guess you could call it. But that thing is a freaking beast. You get stand on the rails. It's crazy, but it'll be going, and I'll be like doing a random sign or something, and you'll hear that. No, like,
Yep.
oh no,
Yeah, it's scary. You get a little drop in your stomach.
Yeah.
You don't know
The
what made
worst
that.
one is
You just hope you didn't let the blue smoke out.
yeah.
Yeah.
The worst one is like when you're using a little bit or something, and you hear like ching ching ching.
Yep.
Like the bit just flew across the room. It's like, oh man, good thing I wasn't standing over there. All right,
Yep.
Yep.
Good thing I wear glasses.
That's when you wish you were at somebody else's maker space.
Right. Well, and that's the same thing with 3D printing. You get so used to the sounds and the noises around you, and then all of a sudden you hear that one little, like, what was that? I heard something that doesn't sound right.
Like Shane says, a noise, and then the RPMs go way up.
Yeah. Well, the bamboo machines, they cured me of that when they do the self calibration. I come from the old A6 and the A8, like you guys were talking about, and then they were nice and silent, and this is like, brr. Like,
right.
oh my God, what is that noise?
Yeah.
Well, and then or the the classic Ender noise.
Yeah.
But
do you remember when the stepper motors would make like tones though, and people would be able to write G code that would make noises?
Yeah.
Or that made songs. Yeah.
They made G code.
Sound like Gizmo.
Yeah, G code to make noises out of the steppers. You can still do that.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, why not? I say go for it.
You said you could still do that so confidently, like you were absolutely sure you
Oh
could.
yeah,
and then I'm like, you can, and you're like, I don't know, why not?
Saw somebody do it within
somebody
the last
wrote the
year.
code. There's some marketing code out there for it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Huh.
Let's see. Stepper motor music.
I know there was a website where you could put stuff in and like it would make the G code for you or something.
I can't play any of this, so I won't play it.
Yeah, no, none of it's.
I'm gonna sneeze again, man. I got into some dust. But I hope
nice. I thought you said this is family friendly.
Yeah.
That's why we didn't turn the cameras on right away.
Yeah.
Running late, sure.
Oh man. I got I have one of those sniffer stick things that have like essential oils in it.
Yeah.
Like peppermint and all the, and I was I think I had it with me at work because doing computer replacements like we've been doing for the last few weeks.
Oh yeah.
Just climbing under the desks and behind the monitors that never get moved, all that. We are finding all of the dust, right? And it's always been like that way. I've been with the same company pretty much since 2009. And anytime we do this, it happens, right? But it was real bad. Like right now, I'm actually getting stuffed up. I think I was in there. I was like, got a hold of some dust. But it was like, all right, I gotta breathe. And someone's like, whoa. What are you doing? I was like, it's a sniffer stick. You want to try it? And they're like, whoa. But good stuff. I'm new to 3D printing. Just received my bamboo printer. I would love to do images. Any suggestion? Yes. HueForge. Look up HueForge. Check them out. Great image stuff you can do on there. If you're looking for some funny images, HueForge is the way to go. So,
I saw Steve at Steve and his dad. I don't think I got to talk to his dad too much, but I did see Steve and his dad. And I got to see some of those like stained glass HueForges that they made in person. They had like a light panel on the wall. Yeah, it was cool.
So cool. So yeah, we talked a little bit about the skeleton, which is awesome, by the way. The skeleton fingers.
Thank you.
How about these dice cuts?
Also, real quick, Kathy, this is the place for questions. Do not apologize for asking questions. Yeah. This is the place to be. Now, whether or not the answers are actually good answers is still up for debate. But
oh man. Yeah, we will give you an answer. No, we will do our best, and I'm gonna get you a link here real quick. I will shoot you right now. Bam. There you go. HueForge is pretty awesome about doing that kind of stuff. Shane said maybe lithophane maker as well. If you want to do lithophanes, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
especially since it's one color, I know she said she got a bamboo, but if you're wanting to kind of like dip your toes into the image making world, just doing lithophanes is one color to start with, HueForges are kind of like lithophanes too. Like there are quite a few HueForges I've seen friends make where when you hold them up to light, they look even cooler. So
absolutely. There's some super cool. I mean, Ian is a flipping mad scientist. I don't know if Ian was at Printopia.
He was, yeah, he was. We chatted for a few minutes.
Nice. Yeah, he's a mad scientist of that. Let me just do this. I'm gonna share my screen because I want to talk about some of his stuff. And of course, let's share with audio.
Share with audio. What are you pulling up?
All right. I got things open. So Colin, we talked a little bit about this monster, right?
Yeah.
So it looks like I'm just checking out things real quick. Whoa, before you go.
There you go. Everybody subscribe.
There you go. There you go.
I mean, links to all of Colin's stuff, including his things, are in the description of the video. So,
and he makes some cool
things right now.
Right. But when I jump on here, I see some really cool stuff. Like Caleb alluded to a little bit ago. We have dice cups. Dice.
They're can koozies with a dice tower built into them.
/ dice towers.
Yeah.
/ dice storage.
What?
They're so cool.
I originally made them for my son's game. He holds a session, he DMs a session, and they were all drinking Dr. Pepper. That's like a thing now. Everybody drinks Dr. Pepper. All the kids, like it's a
Dr.
resurgence of
Pepper
Dr.
good.
Pepper. So no, it's great. But
Weird.
so I made these for him, and I was just looking at the different designs, and I didn't want to just do the same thing. I wanted to come up with some new twist on it and make it look more like a a regular cozy,
Yeah.
beer
So
stein.
cool. And I love that
And we get it to
the
roll.
cap for the handles oftentimes end up being like a 3D printed cork.
Yeah, and I made it so it pulls out and holds the dice
That's
in
right.
here.
Yes.
So
Wait,
that goes down the handle, so that way you can roll through here. I'm sorry, I'm getting used to the camera here. And you can roll through the handle. And then on most of them, they have I made this for that's just the can.
Right now we're looking at thangs.com, THANGS.com.
Yep.
And they
But
usually
wait.
come with an insert. So you can
Like a
slide that
puck.
down
Yeah.
inside.
I didn't
You know,
realize
that
that
goes
was meant to slide
in the cup.
into the can hole. That's cool.
Yeah, it was. And a lot of people stick their drinks right on top and it hangs out, and that's not how it was for. That was originally developed when I made a 16-ounce one.
Oh,
And then when you put the can holder in there, it makes it hold a 12-ounce correctly to the right size. But everybody does whatever they want anyway. So.
wait.
Yeah.
So the little dice box is you are
Yes.
supposed to include that for a normal size can?
I just gave it to everybody on every cup. But like if you look at this wizard, there's a 12-ounce wizard and a 16-ounce wizard can.
Okay, I gotcha.
So
Oh.
the 16-ounce is a little bit taller for like a Monster Energy drink. But if you're
Yeah.
not drinking Monster, you can put that little riser in there that holds your dice, and it lifts your 12-ounce can up to the correct height.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it when people design things where you've got more than one feature or more than one problem all solved in one little thing. You've essentially made like the entertainment drinking D&D version of a Swiss Army knife is what I'm looking at.
Thank
here.
you. Yeah, I just try to innovate on top of like what I'm trying to do. And I always
love
want to
that.
put like a unique twist on everything.
But what I mean, like one of the cool
Jim,
things.
are you okay?
No, I'm like processing because I'm like, cool, man. It's a pretty cool koozie. I mean, just to carry that around, right? And then like, oh, but you know what? We got dice storage inside.
Yeah.
On top of that, if you lift the cork, we'll call it out, you can store, or you put your dice right in that if you want, right? That's more dice storage.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you pull that out and roll it through the handle.
Yes.
And all of that packaged in, that's sick.
You can
like when I'm
literally carry
designing them, I
around-
try to keep them support-free printing as much as possible, so it's easy for everybody to print them out.
Of course.
Right.
Of course, you're making them support free as well.
Print you're using, if you don't have a bamboo or whatever, it's a pretty long print, so you don't want to have to rip supports off of it. And then I keep in mind like all the designs, I want them to be finished with like an easy rub and buff, so you don't have to go crazy painting them or anything. Like the ones you just had up before, that's just some rub and buff on the outside, and I did some brown over top, the wood grain, and it's done. And it looks
That was
good.
it?
Yep.
No filling layers or anything?
No, not really.
But it was so you
rub and
printed
buff
that in
it.
one color?
Yeah, that's one color. That's satin black. And then I just
How
do a
much
little
was
rub and buff
your
on it.
how much was your subscription? We gotta pull. Let's go look at this.
You get 35.
Also, I always
Yeah.
appreciate when somebody uses filament as a hinge
Yeah.
material too. So you're even like, I mean, obviously you need a lighter and some form of cutting it, but
Yeah.
you're not just making these support free. You're also making them super easy to assemble
Yeah.
and accessible.
I tried. Yeah, I just wanted to be super accessible. That's the big thing with the fingers too. When I did the fingers, I could have done gears inside and made them really intricate, but like not everybody's gonna be able to put that together or understand it. And I'm terrible at writing instructions, so I didn't want to, the harder I make it, the more instructions I gotta make. I'd rather make a little small video and show you real quick how to put it together than type out a big long list of instructions. That's just not me.
Crazy.
In this video that he's playing right now, does it show the dice going into the spine?
Yes, and the thing is this was made retroactively to work with my cups that I've already designed, so I was kind of limited on how I designed it to make them fit the old cups. There is like 1 or 2 cups it doesn't fit very well, but if you put the spine to the inside of the cup, it should fit down most of the cups.
Okay. So like the hinge side towards the cup.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
One thing I'm thinking is we definitely need a skull at the top instead of the cork. So you're like pulling the head and the spine.
I have different designs coming out. Like this one I just released. This is a 20-sided die.
Oh, cool.
I made it so you have a little extra storage.
Oh, cool. We're not going to talk about what you can put in there.
Self-supporting.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that everywhere you can make storage, you put it. Everything's functional. Everything has its place. It's so cool. Oh, there you go. Getting the die in there and then dropping it in.
I think what Jim was getting at though was one like a mug it's predator themed. And it's an actual like brain or skull and spine.
Hey, if anybody has ideas, just send them in. Keep them coming.
That is so cool.
Hang on. Can you pull up the one that's a mimic real quick? Because I think that one's the most insane design that you've made so far.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
This one?
Yeah. That is
that's 2 different versions. There's 2 different versions. One with the tongue as the handle. And then you pull the tip of the tongue off, you can roll down the tongue. And that one's not self-supporting. You have to do some ports with that one. And then the one next to it, that one's just the 12 ounce, and that one's fully self-supporting, and it's got color change files.
Oh, nice.
So
I don't know which one I like the look of more. I just know that there's a part of my brain that would feel like I'm doing something I shouldn't be by holding it by the tongue. Even though it won't be wet can you imagine like coating that in a resin so it's just like slick? Jim, what happened to your camera?
I have no idea. Oh, hang on.
You're from Westworld again. There you go.
I did this last show too. It just says stopping cam.
Weird. Looks like you've got about 19 minutes left on that print too.
Yes, I just jumped over here real quick. I was gonna check it. You're good. Hey, look, it's actually succeeding now.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Best part about waking up, Folgers in your cup. But best part about Bamboo is you can check your stuff like that. I saw a notification. I saw a notification. I'm like, not again. So I opened it quick.
Yeah,
it was not for that printer.
There you go.
It was a notification that said a different printer was done. But you're right. This is cool. I don't.
Jay Maxey said that was the perfect spot to store oregano. I agree. That's exactly what we were thinking.
I have stuff for that too, but that's on my cold site.
Yeah, stuff that you can't put on things.
You mean pizza making material? I'm very
pizza making material.
Yeah.
I freaking love that you maximize the space. You come up with ideas that a handle doesn't have to just be a handle.
Yeah,
that is so cool.
Well, I like to do that in a lot of my prints. I want to make them functional and cool and doing something different. Like I have a mimic box that's like a card holder. This is blown up really big, but it opens at the mouth, opens at the teeth,
Whoa.
And then the tray slides up as it opens.
Is it for is it just to store stuff? What's
just a storage
nipple
box.
for?
If you do it at the normal scale, it holds cards in it.
Okay.
But I also made it so it has trays and the trays interlock to each other.
Okay. So so that's just so that you can pull the tray up.
Yep.
Okay.
That's cool.
So I just try to I like to do cool designs, but I like them to be functional in some way. I think I have a point. I don't want my stuff to sit on someone's desk and then they get too much stuff and then it just goes into the garbage or something like you don't want
to make plastic. It's a plastic business card. Yeah. It sits there and then it gets thrown away next time you do a cleaning. Yeah.
Right. I was just reading this. So I opened this. I'm like, oh man, that's a cool 3D printed pumpkin. I am completely wrong. This is the teeth for your pumpkin.
Yes.
That's not
a real pumpkin.
No, it's not.
It's a real pumpkin.
That's a real. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. It's a real pumpkin, and you can print the teeth.
Yeah, I made those. They just print out flat on the build plate, and you stick them up inside the pumpkin flesh. Now, I was surprised when I designed those. You would be surprised how resilient that pumpkin flesh is to get the teeth in. So, I mean, so you can cut them down as you're doing it.
I almost feel like the non-spiky, like regular teeth are worse somehow. Those are creepier.
Oh, I love the goofy looking ones.
Like Jethro?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Yeah. I was like, man, this pumpkin.
Every time I scrolled through your page, I
did
assumed
you
the whole
get
thing
them?
was printed.
Yeah, I same. And I was like, man, that's a great pumpkin color. Look at all that shade. And then I was like,
orange?
No, that's me. That's all me. I'm amazing. I'm a wizard.
Oh, that's
my whole thing.
So they're like little poke, spines. I
Yeah.
guess, I think.
Yeah, that's what normal replacement teeth look like, right? They just shove that in your gums.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Awesome.
I love this idea. Yeah, and I was like, oh, at first I thought it was the whole pumpkin from here, but it's super cool. So tell me about tell us about the Care Bears. I see a lot of those.
Okay, so I started those a while back. I was watching a show on Adult Swim.
Oops.
What was it? Oh, you put it up there.
Yeah, we were talking about this one before.
We just talked about that.
Yeah, I told him I almost pulled it for the thumbnail, but then thought better of it.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, oh, check that one out.
Yeah, watch that one. There you go. All right.
So I was watching a show on Adult Swim, like Super Prison or whatever, and in the show there was a Care Bear that was like, real hard, and it had hug life on its belly, and it just caught me. Like I couldn't stop laughing. So then I started that, and then
this guy
one just led to another.
This guy who commented his profile picture is your sloth.
Yeah, Bigfoot.
There.
Yeah, he does a lot of them. He's excellent. He
awesome.
paints some of the bears better than I paint them. Sometimes I just want to call him and go, hey, could I use your picture for my
Do it.
Which are also good, by the way. I like your photography is good.
So
thank you.
You saw this on Adult Swim, you laughed, and then you're like, I have to make some of these. Like, is that?
Yeah, and then I did some, and then it was like a good way to, get my little sense of humor and memes out on things, and just in a fun way. And I also use those as a template to like learn how to sculpt. So I made a template for the bear, and then when I was creating different ones, it was giving me a chance to learn how to sculpt different things.
Yeah.
Oh
and,
man,
I mean, like this one, this one was a suggestion by somebody that somebody wanted, so I was like, yeah, I'll do it for you. It's easy enough.
So what I'm hearing is Hot makes Care Bear is what I'm hearing. One that's like on fire.
Oh, yes.
Fantastic. Oh, the Ninja Turtles are cool too.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm trying out new stuff, and like originally the bears were just stagnant, but I wanted them to be flexy. But I also wanted them to be posable. So I figured out a way to print them with like ball joints, and you just crack the arms loose, and then you could pose them. So they're print in place. They're print in place that you just pull off the print bed, and then you can crack them free and actually pose them.
Oh wow!
And like the weapons and stuff, they're all separate.
Care Bears.
So
I love the Ninja Turtles. They don't even look like Care Bears at that point. They just look like fun little chibi Ninja Turtles.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I was going for. I was trying to step away a little bit, but you can't get too far away. Everything. You get that chibi look,
Yeah. I love that. Those are fun.
Super cool. Let's know in the chat if you have any questions. We will fire them and ask them. Don't forget about that. Makes pizza taste better. Love it.
Kathy's asking how much your membership is.
I think I have a $10 membership, which gets you 4 downloads a month, and then I have a 20 that gives you 10 downloads a month. I usually put out about 4 to 8 models a month.
Oh wow!
Usually there's like 4 free. I try to keep everything free too. Like I know not everybody's going to subscribe, and I just keep certain models behind the paywall.
Yeah.
Usually the bears go out, and they're free for everybody to download at first, and then. I have 2 different memberships.
Hug Life.
Yeah, so this is the one. This is the Hug Life. This is the one that was inspired by this. I think it was Super Prison. On
fantastic!
That's so funny.
You designed the those super cool like flexy but not like the more like aggressive, detailed looking flexy sharks too, right?
Yes, yeah.
The ones that almost look like
Yeah, right there.
skeletons.
There's the whale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are so cool.
Let's see. Great. Now I'm gonna have baby shark in my head.
Oh, I love the face hugger too.
Narwhal.
Oh yeah. That's one of my that was my own idea, my personal favorite. I'm a huge Alien fan.
The face hugger.
Same here. Same
Yeah,
here. What did you think of Romulus?
The face hugger. I didn't get to see it. Please don't ruin anything.
Oh,
I'm saving that. I don't even want to go to the theater to see it. I want to see it in the confines of my house, nice and quiet, and hear everything. And I'm one of those people that like Prometheus. Like that's one of my
favorites. I love Prometheus, and I actually liked Covenant too. So come at me.
I love them all.
Yeah. I have certain fandoms that I will be a blind fan to. No matter how bad it is, I'm still going to go see it. I'm still going to end up with merchandise from it because I'm a huge Transformers nerd. I'm a huge Star Wars nerd, and I'm never going to step away from the franchise no matter how crappy the movie was. The Alien movies have quickly. I always loved the first Alien movie, and I'd seen Alien 3. I don't know why I'd never seen. No, I saw Alien and Aliens, and I'd never seen Alien 3, but I had seen Resurrection. And I wish I had not gone and watched Resurrection again. That was the only one that I probably would not go back and watch. Resurrection was just kind of weird.
Yeah.
But I recently
saying that's why I haven't really sculpted any Alien stuff yet. I'm trying to get a little bit better with my sculpting, and then I'm going to attempt something. Because it's something I really hold dear to my heart, like that I want to do really nice.
Please. Yes. Do more Alien stuff. I would love to see what you come up with. I recently, to lead up to Romulus, I watched, I just went through and binge watched all of the Alien and Predator movies in release order. And that was the first time I'd seen any of the AVP movies. That was the first time I'd seen anything aside from the first Predator in the Predator franchise. And it was the first time I'd seen a couple of the Alien movies that I hadn't caught up on or whatever. And man, it just immediately hopped up on that a high spot in my list of favorite franchises.
This is one of my favorite horror movies of all time.
That's awesome.
The Return of the Night of the Living Dead. Probably the funniest and scariest thing. When I saw it, I was a kid, so it scared me. But it's one of those movies I can just put on and watch and over and over.
Jim is like, yeah, it scared me only when I was a kid too. Yeah, only then. Doesn't scare me now.
Yeah.
That's why he was sniffling. He just got done watching it before you started.
Yeah, I can't look.
Your head keeps going down below camera. I hear sniffling.
Yeah.
What's going on?
There's just so many. Chucky, Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Man,
one of my favorites is up above that is the John Kreese bear from Karate Kid.
Oh,
right above him.
Yeah,
it's my personal favorite.
That's awesome.
Oh, this one.
Yep, right there.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was looking for the shark. I see the whale.
It might be further down or further up. Go further down.
Wait. It could be further down or further up.
Yeah, it could be anywhere on the page.
Two ways I could scroll.
In other words, it's somewhere on the page.
It's somewhere. Hang on. Oh, dude, this is sick. Yeah,
that's cool.
X-ray bear. Yeah. These are so fun.
Also, the Things bear that you made, I know he's holding filament, but because the one filament is black and white, I totally thought it was an Oreo, and I got super excited because we got an Oreo thing on this show.
Yeah,
Jim's an Oreo fiend. Yeah. We call the doesn't that look like Oreo?
It does.
Yeah.
It looks like a double stuffed Oreo.
You have some Oreos with you? He's probably got some Oreos within arm's reach.
Let me see. Double stuff.
Man loves his Oreos.
Yeah, I mean, I can't pull it out of the package without eating it either.
I love Oreos too. We've got some. There you go. There's your water.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
Wait a minute. That's milk? Should it be milk?
No,
that's what, milk.
That's what started this whole thing. It's after the show. I'll see if I can find the clip and send it to you. But back when Pooch was the co-host on the show, Jim just kind of casually mentioned running Oreos under the kitchen sink when he's in a hurry. If you want to moisten the cookies, but you don't want to have to go through the rigmarole of getting the milk. and everybody lost their minds at the idea of him eating cookies with Oreo cookies with water, and now it's a thing. It's been a thing ever since.
I mentioned that I prefer soft cookies, but I like Oreos, and sometimes instead of milk, I'm in a hurry and I just toss them under the faucet, soften them up for a couple seconds, pop them in, right? And then it turned into a thing. And then I brought gallons, I brought cups of water. I've done random stuff through the years now just to troll people who like freak out when I do it.
Well, I guess your bear's gonna have an Oreo and a cup of water.
There you go. The Offset team designed a Death Racer for him that's it has a stack of Oreos and some water on it too.
Yes. Oh,
I'm trying to find. You guys talk for a second because I'm going to try to find the clip so that we can just because we need to remind the audience about this ridiculousness.
We don't need to remind.
Nope. I'm going to find it. I'm looking it up.
So how? I do have a question.
There's the shark.
There's the shark.
There's a shark right there.
There it is. Yeah, we've seen that a few times. Other people making it.
So here's the question.
Mm-hmm.
You get a 3D printer. What drove you? What made you start into the world of designing and this stuff? Like, what was the very first thing you said that you got it and you wanted to do like movies and stuff like that? But like,
I've always been into art when I was a kid. Even in elementary school, I was drawing robots all the time, not doing my schoolwork. And then moved on to high school. I made comic books, and I didn't really read comic books. I just stared at the art and then redrew the art and was really big into the art of comic books and stuff. Then I moved out into the real world and still had a little bit of time to do movies and express the art that way and do the 3D special effects. And I don't know. Then I stopped it for a while, and when my uncle brought over that little mono-price, 4x4 printer, it just sparked something again. I'm like, you know what? I really need to get back into this as like an outlet, to just have a hobby and an outlet to do things. And it snowballed. I just do it. I did it as a hobby because I loved it, and then more and more people like my stuff, and I don't know, it just snowballed from there. That's why I started it, just to do it. Really, there wasn't like any grand plan or anything.
What was the very first thing you did? Like very first thing you modeled when you decided like it just started?
I think you showed that to us earlier, right? The gargoyle.
Yeah, it was this guy right here, and it was for a contest for my factory.
That's so cool.
But then there's just like things that I wanted to see that like I just thought was like low hanging fruit that I haven't seen other people do. Maybe they have done it. Like this one right here. This is a dice tower, right? But you hang it on the wall, and then when you want to use it, you just pull it off the wall, and then it goes down.
That's so cool.
For a dice tower. So it's like a dragon mount head, it's like a trophy head.
Yeah,
but it hangs on the wall. And
did you?
I wanted to show that because so many people see it and no one knows how it works. Like they don't get the idea of like, oh, you print out that base and then you hang it on the wall, and then you don't have a dice tower sitting on your desk or whatever. So I thought that was going to be a great idea and take off, but it's not one of the popular ones, but it's one of my favorites. And
I
like it. No, that's cool. What did you make the plaque out of? The wood part. Wood.
I cut this on a laser. This is the one I just grabbed, but I did it on a laser, and I have a 3D printable plaque that goes with it, though.
Gotcha. Okay. I answered the question because I could see what was going to happen. I was like, "What did you make the wood part out of?" And I already knew that Jim was going to go, wood. Duh, you're such a stupid idiot. So I was just calling myself out.
What did you make that wood?
That's plastic.
There you go.
That's 3D printed right there. So you can either get it with the plaque or with just the little hanger that goes on your wall.
Did you find the clip?
I did. I found it.
Nice.
I found it. Let's let me know. Can you guys hear this if I play it?
I always like this box. Here's my thing with the Oreos.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
All right. I'm starting it from the beginning. You guys ready for this monstrosity?
I I love this Oreo box. This just was on a Prusa printer. I just love Oreos, so I always like this box. Here's my thing with the Oreos. They're a little hard for me. So I like to soften them up by running them under some warm water in the sink. And then, just throw them in, you eat them like that. It softens them up real quick.
Shut up. You do not do that. Nobody does that.
You don't wash your Oreos?
Why would you run your cookies under warm water? That is terrible advice. Do not do that, people. You do not. Do you really do this? This is disturbing to me. I'm very triggered right now if that's the case, Jim. You cannot put cookies under warm running water. That is insane. I agree with you. Soft cookie is
them up and you just drop them in.
I think I have a new rant right now for today. I'm going to audible on my rant. I think you're trolling me. I really do. I think you're realizing what this is doing to me, and you're trolling.
I love it.
There you go. That's where the Oreos situation started back. That was episode 55, dude.
Nice.
Wow, that was over 100 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Pooch.
Well, I mean, he's not dead.
Not yet.
Not on the show. Hey, we had a couple quick questions while you were exposing the world to my watery Oreos.
What? I don't like how that sounded.
Yeah. Is there that's afterwards. Is there a model you made that you loved and thought it would be very popular but didn't get as much excitement from others?
Karen is always coming in with the good questions.
We probably should just have her on the show.
We should. We absolutely should.
Co-host.
There's
Co-host
quite
Karen.
a few. Like that dragon was one of them. I thought it was going to be way more popular than it actually was. I was like, wow, this is a great idea. And
I think it's a cool idea.
I usually get blindsided by a model that I didn't think was going to land and didn't think was like, oh, this is going to go anywhere. That's usually what surprises me the most.
That actually was the second question she asked. And what model blew up more than
There you go.
Was the Can Cozy Dice Tower. I just made that Wolf Can Cozy Dice Tower, and it turned out that Joel, the 3D printing nerd, was the first person to download it and print it out and just post it.
Nice.
And like all of a sudden, it just blew up, and I was like, wow, I got a real bump from that.
Nice.
So I thought it was a great idea, but I didn't think it was going to blow up and go crazy.
This
but
one?
it did.
Let's see.
Yep.
That one.
Nice. So this isn't painted, or this is rub and buff.
Yep, you just print it out. I use I buy cases of the LA Goo black, satin black. I don't know if it's satin black, but it's $10 a roll, and that's why.
Yeah. Yep.
So I do all my test printing in that, and then I found out that like just rub and buff's the easiest way to show definition, and it gives it that pewter look,
Yeah. Now, do you have any issues with the rub and buff, like getting on your hands after it's?
I hit it with like a clear coat just to keep it from getting all over the place. The gold dries really well and doesn't get all over your hands, but the silver, that gets everywhere.
Does it? It's been a long time since I've used.
You have to seal the silver.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Jim, did you see the skull?
I'm still thinking about the good old rub and buff.
Stop it.
What skull?
There's just I keep scrolling through his page here. I'll send you a link in
farther or
there's another model to answer your question.
Either further up or further down.
It was going to be great, but didn't turn out. Was the large Marge?
Which one?
Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure. You scroll down just a bit.
Dude, you made Pokemon things too. That's cool.
I think it's a little bit further down. Right there on the left hand side. That's a labor of love. That's one that I did from Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure, and I thought it was going to do better than it did.
Yeah, not so much. How many people remember who Pee Wee Herman was? Or yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like I remember being little and watching the show, like Pee Wee's Playhouse, and seeing. Shut it, Caleb. And,
no. I'm sorry. I saw the Chubby Godzilla coin bank, and that made me laugh.
Yeah. I remember watching that, and then watching like a couple of the movies he put out. Just you were little.
Yeah.
Like, it was fun, and they took you on adventures, and there's that. I think he answered that the wood mount dice tower. Yeah. He said there's another one. He thought, the large Marge.
Mm-hmm.
Ella Marge sent you. Yep, that's from the movie.
Yeah.
Remember the Alamo?
Nice. What you're sending me? Oh, sorry, Caleb. Let's see.
No, just the skull. You were talking about doing a skull one earlier, and this one is literally a giant skull.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. I was thinking you pull the spine out of the skull. Like, that'd be pretty
Speaking
cool.
of Transformers, you've got a sick Unicron model on there too.
Yeah, that's an old one from.
Yeah, I'm scrolling all the way down.
Wait. What did you call it?
A lot of Mega Man 2 stuff on there too.
Unicron?
A Unicron.
Do you not know what Unicron is? Do you pronounce it like Unicron or something weird? Right there. The circle.
This?
Yeah. Unicron.
I definitely thought you were mispronouncing unicorn.
No. Oh, you were trying to. Oh, okay. I see what you were doing. You were trying to set me up.
Wait. A what? A Unicron? Yeah. You know, Unicron with the horn. I'm like, definitely thought you were mispronouncing unicorn.
No.
Because I never heard of Unicron. So there's that.
Oh. It is a planet-sized transformer that eats everything.
Sweet. Didn't know that.
Guy. Reformed Megatron into Galvatron. I love your Amazon Mimic package too.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
It's fantastic.
You got some really cool stuff. And not only like really cool stuff,
like ideas.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's like not only are the designs good, it's like the designs are good ideas, like good concepts, good creative like thinking.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what I try hard to keep them interesting. And like I said, I just don't want them to fill up on someone's desk and then when they're throwing 3D prints out because they printed way too much stuff, I want them to go, I'm going to keep this one.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Offset says, in general, how long do you spend working on one model before you post it?
Ooh.
It all depends. If I'm doing like a full sculpt, it could be a week to like 3 days. I'm working on these right here. These are a redesign of my old fingers, which they were supposed to be released this Thursday, but they didn't make the cut. So I did a lot of work on getting the tolerances right on it. So this one took way longer than it should have.
Why didn't they make the cut?
I just kept doing adjustments, and I was fixing one thing and then breaking another, and not realizing that I was breaking it. And then on that, I want to print out a full hand just to see how it looks, and then I realized I printed 5 fingers that didn't work right. So then,
so it's not that you're not going to release it; it's just that it didn't make it out this week.
Yeah, I try to test print every single thing that I release to make sure it works and functions, and people can put it together. And if someone asks me a question, I know how to answer them. Properly.
Yeah.
Well, and Jeremy says that candy corn was awesome. Here you go, Jeremy. This is awesome. All of the
that's an old. It's the
people are worried about razor blades.
The mimic candies. And I released that, and all I could think is someone's going to swallow those because someone's going to stick those mimic candies in their candy bowl, and someone's going to bite into it and chip a tooth.
Oh,
yeah. Guess you should have paid attention. I like it. This is you just have so many cool things, and it's like,
thank you. I really appreciate it.
I love the tree die holder too. It feels like when scrolling through your page, it feels like aside from the die holder part of it, it feels a little bit kind of like an offshoot of what you normally design, but still feels like something you made, which is it's good to see somebody have a style.
Thank you, and I'm glad you can see my style. Sometimes I feel like it gets lost a little bit because I do so many different little things, and sometimes I just get on a little tangent where I'm going to do some cosplay stuff for a while, or I'm going to do, the figures, or make a holder. But that's so I don't get bored. If I get bored, then I think it's going to show through my models, and then at that point you're just churning stuff out.
Absolutely.
So I take little breaks.
Do you, in most of the stuff that you've posted, that's the stuff that's painted, do you do any kind of like filler primer or sanding or anything, or do you just paint all of your stuff raw?
I just paint it raw. I never
It looks
you know,
so
except
good.
if I'm doing like a helmet or something, then
Yeah.
you know, you have to go and fill those layer lines and stuff like that. But yeah, for the most part, I can't AMS it with my bamboo, it's gonna be a
You ever
quick
seen the
paint
movie Teeth?
Right.
Sorry.
That's the,
Paint station. Jeremy says he needs that paint station, and Offset so does Charlie. Man,
yeah, and I made that paint station so everything's removable and modular, so you can set up your colors or your paints and pull it right out of there. And it also has a bracket to hang on the wall.
awesome. I love it. It's just so much cool stuff all built into like one. It's like, you know, you just can't look at one thing quickly because there's so much built into that one thing, you know. And
I know.
And you know, you could easily scroll by and say, "Oh, that's a pretty cool like koozie," right? But I mean, if you actually jump in, it's like, what?
Your things page is one of those pages where I scroll through and I don't want to stop scrolling. I keep wanting to see new things. So I open things that I see that I want to look deeper into new tabs. And then next thing I know, I have like 30 tabs open. I just lost track of everything that I wanted to open while I'm still scrolling. And
Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate it. That's what I'm like striving for, is to keep it fresh, keep it new.
Yeah.
I mean, the can cozies are cool, and I know people love them and stuff, but I feel like I got to keep other stuff coming to keep people there and like excited for new stuff.
So you said you were working on the fingers. Anything else in the pipeline that you could talk about, or just the fingers? We don't want to, you know, we don't pressure you.
I mean,
but
working on some designs. This one's not fully done, but it's another box that opens up, splits apart.
Whoa!
What the?
And
what?
And it's gonna have. Sorry if I'm not doing this justice. You know, so it's gonna be.
Is that opening like diagonally? Oh, what?
That's why it's still under.
That's why it's not done yet.
Yeah, that's why I gotta go with tolerances correct. But
that's
cool. That's something that's gonna be coming out soon. I did most of that designing in Tinkercad. This is full Tinkercad like design.
Whoa, what do you usually use?
So I usually use Blender, but like I try to steer people that are just starting to wrap their brain around it. Tinkercad's got some great tools, and it's a good starting point, and it's free. I use
especially
it for
if you're somebody who understands like the vector design space too. Like if you're able to design something in Illustrator or Inkscape and import the SVG into Tinkercad, you then add the capability of doing so many other things with Tinkercad that like it wasn't necessarily meant to do, you know, but it's just it's very robust for what it is.
And that's one of the cool things when you figure out how to get around certain things. It like creates a new pipeline for how you design stuff.
Yeah, she was talking about
the heating station.
Paint station.
Yeah.
Water.
Fantastic.
Yes. Too funny. Awesome. Well, I mean, like, we've only checked out things, but you can find your stuff. From
what I understand, there's the not things friendly stuff is on Cults.
Yeah. This stuff I haven't moved over. I'm probably going to move it over there if people are interested in it, and just keep it behind the paywall. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, everything we've talked about links wise are in the description below. So if you want to go find something, if you want to subscribe to Colin, and yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
There are a lot of things profiles that feel like just like, you know, it's just a things profile. It's and that there's a lot of people who do really cool stuff, and there's a lot of people who, you know, are just kind of like posting things every now and then, or have like no definable theme or whatever. Yours is definitely one, like Karen said, that I would consider more of a portfolio.
Built Over Bot, he's somebody I subscribe to. His designs are great.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't know that Built Over Bot watched our stuff.
Surprise.
Yeah, we got to talk.
Yeah. Literally. let's talk about some stuff.
I did a crossover when I did that that Flexi whale. I did that with Built Over Bot, and he did the seal for that. So in those pictures, that's his seal.
That's for the seal. Okay.
The seal.
Yeah. When I came from being on Colts exclusively, and it's a great community, but like when I came to Fangs, I felt like a lot more people reached out and contacted me and like wanted to work with me and stuff. So it was like open arms, and I met a lot more artists through Fangs, and it's been great.
It's such. I mean, like 3D printing in general, the community is amazing. That's why we're all here, right? But it's really cool to find like sub community, I guess you could say, like little like break off communities, like in the designing and stuff like that too. And I mean, you can find that in a lot of things, but it's so cool to be a part of a very large community, and you're like this designer who contributes so much, and then like all of a sudden, all these other designers are talking, and you guys are all it's awesome.
It's been great. And I appreciate everybody's support. I mean, like even you guys like contact me. This has been great. Normally I wouldn't do anything like this. Like I said, I don't like to be in front of the camera. I like to put my little tutorials out where you just see my hands, and then that's about it.
That's okay. And we just, we like to come have fun, casual conversation.
It's pretty relaxed.
Little water, little Oreos. I mean, like the normal stuff, right? I mean,
we're getting crazy over here. Calm down.
Right. Built up over. I try to keep up with my message from all social media profiles. I have Twitter and Instagram. Nice. Because you asked him what's the best way to get a hold of him. Now I see what's going on here.
Yeah.
Also,
gotta talk to people, right?
Man, my little guy decided.
Dude, I don't
wake up early today, and I'm like, oh.
I see a bunch of like fingers and hands and stuff that are on your Cults profile too that aren't on Fangs, like the dragon claw and the robot fingers and stuff.
Yeah, I'm working through them again. Like I said, I'm changing the designs. I want to make them easier to print. Now that everybody's printing with Clipper, and on the printers, it's a little bit quicker.
Yeah,
and they're also a little bit more stable, where you're not getting that layer. You're getting better layers, so I can print them in different orientations, and they're stronger. I used to print them split and open, laying down, and then you glued them together, just because if you didn't, all the pieces would fail on the mechanical parts, depending on how cheap your ANET A8 was when you were printing it. So now that things are a little bit more consistent, it lets me change the design around and add things to make them easier to put together. And that's what I'm looking for. Ease of use for everybody. I don't want them to have to struggle with, it's a really cool print, but I can't put it together. That doesn't make sense to me.
Right. And if you've been around in this hobby for a while, there are definitely those models. Like you get all excited, you get it all together, and you're like, I can't even snap this together. Like I'm gonna break it, or something.
Yeah.
And so it's definitely appreciated when you take the extra time, make sure everything works great.
And you don't want the delicate part of the print to be after 12 hours of printing. You want the delicate part to fail first, so right away.
Yeah.
I don't have to print that again.
Right. Yeah. And or what do I need to do to change it so it doesn't do that again? Right. I mean, you want to know quickly. That's cool. Well, the stuff is awesome. Man, I didn't know before today. I didn't realize that you did all of this stuff, right? And I'm super pumped about going and finding some stuff. I know my son will love some of that stuff, and my wife will laugh at some of the Care Bears. So I might have to print all the above.
I guess.
Like that's the best part, right? Every designer should print the models, absolutely. But cool,
very cool,
awesome. Do you want to?
Sorry, I'm still scrolling through your page.
We've lost Caleb. He is gone.
Yeah, you've lost me.
3 hours later, I found the first one. Like,
yeah.
While you're doing that, do you want to jump into some hot makes and check out hot makes, and we can back and talk some stuff too.
Would you like to stick around with us and see what others have made?
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
All right, Jim, you ready?
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, hot makes. Ba-boom, 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 ba-boom. Hey, I know those guys.
First off, thank you so much, Deposition Sound, the guest of our last show.
I know I probably could have not included this one, but I wanted to just because those guys were awesome, and I wanted to say thank you for saying thank you.
Yeah, very much so. It's so much fun stuff, and it just reminded me that I didn't order my speakers.
Oh, dude!
Dang it! I was looking, and I got busy, and I totally forgot.
I was going to order some, but your boy's broke at the moment, so.
I mean, that'll do it too.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you guys for being on. We really appreciate it. And yeah, we look forward to next time. Jeez. Speaking of Karen.
Since when do you use light mode? Who are you?
I don't know.
What happened?
I don't know.
You've always been dark mode, like the high IQ folks, like us.
I'm not sure. This is weird, huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Changing it up. New world.
All right. We got a 300% scale maker chip. Do you have a maker chip, Colin?
No, I never. I don't know what the bigger chips are, honestly. Is that like?
They're kind of
like I said, I've been in my own little world.
Do you? I don't know what area of the country you're in, but do you plan on going to any of the Rep Rap festivals like Murph or Rocky Mountain or?
No, I'm on the East Coast, so I don't know what the East Coast is.
Oh, that
was last weekend. Yeah, we were in Maryland.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where you are in relation to Maryland, but yeah, that was where 3D Printopia was last weekend.
Yeah, I'm New Jersey.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah. That would have been like a 5-hour drive?
Yeah,
or something?
5 hour. Yeah.
Not too bad.
Maryland? No, not even 5.
Speaking of Jersey, Vinny, RC Maniac brought cookies again every year. The dude is an absolute treasure.
Nice.
He found out that Sarah and I like white chocolate macadamia cookies one year, and he was like, "Hang on, I've got a place that makes the best ones." And every year since then, he keeps bringing cookies for us, and it's
But how's the tap water there, though? If you're gonna have
I don't know. Is it good enough to put your Oreos in, or
not the cookies he brings, only Oreos.
Yeah.
Let's not get crazy. Spoiler alert: he never shares them with me either. By the way.
The cookies or the Oreos or me?
The cookies.
Wait, what are we talking about?
The cookies. So this is a 300% maker chip and the chain.
Sorry, that was all a side thing. To explain the maker chip thing, there was a thing that kind of started a little while ago where people were making what they called maker coins, which everybody would design something that was relatively round, relatively coin shaped. There wasn't really a standard for it, but you would make these things. I don't really have any sitting around right now, but you would make these things and you would kind of trade them at shows with people. You'd collect other people
events.
Yeah, almost like a challenge coin or like Pog, basically. And what started happening was there were so many different variations and there really wasn't any standard for it, so people started making the poker chips instead, and started calling them maker chips. So every I've got a small stack of them, and I'm going to show some of the ones from 3D Printopia in a minute. But oh, nice, cool, awesome. Thanks. Makers will make. There's K2 Kevin's. Here's the Z and Z chip. Here's the Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Festival 2024. Like, people will design their own. Most of the times, people will have a QR code on the back too. But yeah, it's following that same form factor, so that one, they all kind of fit together, and two, so it's easy to design accessories for them, for holding them and for transporting them and collecting them and stuff.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Mm-hmm. I can see you making some cool maker chips.
Yeah, it's something to put in the pipeline, definitely.
And I've so I was super surprised, since we're on the topic of maker chips. Hang on, what I saw this weekend that blew my mind: a few people designing things into their maker chips. So like
wood. Made with wood.
Well, first off, here's Karen's with an adorable little heart with a smiley face. Focus. There we go. And that really cool shiny filament. But hang on, it's here somewhere. I'll find it. Yeah. Check this out. Layer by Layer was there, right? And he designed. It has a freaking phone stand designed into the maker chip. It
Oh, that's
folds
really
out.
cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right? And this is what a lot of people would do with the maker chips. They would design some sort of cool function or feature into it. But this is the first time, at least this show is the first time I've personally seen people designing things into the maker chip, which I never thought would happen because it's such a small form factor. This one, I believe Karen said this was her husband's or something, but this one has a whistle in it, dude. See a tiny little hole?
Wow. Yeah. That's awesome.
What the heck?
Yeah.
This is nuts. It's awesome. Which so I could just see you. Let me get. I don't like seeing my face so big. I could see you probably. Oh, and 3D Print Bunny made some with the bridging in it too.
Ringing. Yep.
Yeah, she always does amazing stuff.
Yeah. Huh?
She always gets something amazing
Here's
going on.
somehow
Yeah, I know.
expand into a dice tower. Like no.
Oh yeah.
Shot glass. Expanding shot glass.
So yeah, I could see you probably designing something super cool into yours. No pressure.
Whistle chip.
Yeah.
Philip dude said the light up chip was awesome.
I didn't get to see the light up chip.
But awesome. Tech Jeeper, this is awesome. 300%. Flava Flav.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking instantly when I saw that.
Yeah.
Flava Flav.
All right.
That's
Big
cool.
Nick. Well, this little Halloween project is shaping up suitably gruesomely. I'll be posting files, the skeleton and wings, as soon as I can get some nice pictures. What
is
super
this?
Cool.
That is awesome.
It's like those things where people make like they'll like make it, what is it called? I don't know what it's called. It's like taxidermy for bugs, you know?
Yeah. I want to say diorama, but no, it's not.
Yeah. But it's a
little
fairy.
taxidermy.
There you go.
I love this.
Yeah, it's a Cornish pixie.
Super cool.
That is so cool. So is the printables model. Okay, so it is.
I love it. Specimen number 984, Cornish pixie. Oh, that's so good.
Very cool. Very cool. What a neat. I have a few friends that I can just imagine this in their house.
Right? So good. All right. Karen shared this next one. Gerari, almost ready for 3D Printopia. Really excited to show off my new designs. Let's see.
Was this? We may have seen this one last week, didn't we?
I don't think so.
Okay. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Because I saw it before we started the show, and I was like, oh, this is new, but now it looks familiar. I didn't recognize it. Oh, no. We saw the one with the maker chip front, but I didn't see this one.
Right.
Yeah, we saw that
one.
Yeah. That is so cool.
He's got a couple hundred maker chips in there, he said.
Yeah. And see, Colin, there's another example of, you make the maker chips kind of a standard size and shape, and people just go crazy with it. Aha! Ha! Ha! I also have one of Karen's ducks. This one doesn't have a squeaker in it, which is fine. I said that was okay because I want to print my own squeaker.
Oh man, Squeakopotamus here. I didn't come home with nearly enough maker chips. Neither did I. Fix some dudes, Tripod said.
Like, do you have to do anything to get them? Is it like Mardi Gras?
No, you just trade them with people. I think there was some sort of contest at 3D Printopia. I don't know what it was, but I know. What?
Oh yeah, that's good. He said it was at like Mardi Gras or something. Yeah, you guys show
me your filament.
Yeah.
Show me your prints.
No, I don't know what it was because I didn't really ask questions, but some people were coming around asking for maker chips, saying they almost had enough to enter some sort of contest. So I don't know what was necessarily going on with that, but for the most part, they're just kind of like for funsies, for trading.
Yeah,
got it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
This is a good one here, Caleb. We just landed in Baltimore.
Oh, this thread was gold.
Yeah, that is a face.
Yeah, I wanted to channel my inner. I don't know how this fancy telephone thing works, and then Joel chimed in.
Yeah,
with his own.
Yeah,
and Mitch. Yeah, Mitch had one too.
Yeah. Let's see.
Mitch's was good too. Yeah.
Mitch. So good. So good.
I love this. Dude, that was so we were flying in when the hurricanes were hitting. And even though they were in the south, it was still kind of affecting air travel on the East Coast. So when I went from Little Rock to oh my God, I'm blanking. What's the city in Georgia? Atlanta. Yeah, I went from Little Rock to Atlanta, and then my flight was delayed a little bit, and then my flight was delayed again, and then it took us forever to get out of the plane when we got to Baltimore. And Sam was like hours behind schedule too. So yeah, that was a combination of wanting to look goofy, but also not too far off from how I was actually feeling.
Well, traveling always does it to you.
You're just gonna keep that up?
Yeah, that's gonna be my new background.
Is that gonna be my contact photo for you now?
When I do videos, I'm gonna show my screen and it's gonna show this.
Fantastic. We need a Hue Forge of this.
Oh man, it'll be done before we get done. All right. Tripods Garage just finished up the assembly of the Print My Ride.
Oh, K2 Kevin chimed in. The contest was 50 unique maker chips, and you bring it to his table for a spool of Polymaker.
Oh,
that's what it was.
Wow.
I should have asked more questions.
50 unique ones. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Tripod started printing Thursday, finished assembly at 8. We'll have to wire and program on Saturday.
Yeah. So
before Tripod,
he talked about this in the video that Sam released. We did an interview with him about the bike and how he printed the whole thing in like a week and assembled it, which is awesome. So what we're looking at here is what I assume is Tripod's Garage.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's Tripod's Garage. I like that he love it.
It needs a cat logo, like a caterpillar logo on the side.
Yeah.
Or Tonka. No, it needs to say Tonka.
Yeah. Tripod built that so fast. Yes. Here's the thing. It needs like something that comes up right here and then comes towards the nub. You know, and then that way he
so
can, like,
worried about his nub. Leave his nub alone.
Listen, he could lean on it then, and he could have one foot here, and then like have pressure, like lean in, so he doesn't. I watched him ride that thing. It was terrifying.
Colin, do you know who Tripod is?
No.
Okay, yeah. Okay, he's so Tripod is a friend of ours. He the nickname he has given himself is Tripod because his one leg is amputated like all the way up to the crotch basically, and he's got the one leg plus the two crutches, so he calls himself Tripod.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's great to be friends with and let him drive because he gets the best parking.
I just think, let's like it would balance you better, Come on. I watched some videos of you.
I loved in that video. I love that I got a shot of him hitting the bump and he has to like scoot forward.
Yeah. I mean, it was scarier than seeing him on like 4 Long Island iced teas.
Sorry. He says, "Hey, I still have a stump." Sorry, man.
Yeah. That's what he calls it. Nice work, man. I love the color scheme.
Yeah, fantastic.
Hopefully it didn't pop a wheelie and break the first time you drove it. Sorry, that was last year at Printopia.
I love the color scheme though. I know we're making like jokes about it being a Tonka truck or a Caterpillar, but it looks so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see some of these parts dipped. Because he does the hydro dipping.
Yeah.
You can see it here on the sides. He's done a couple of them that are hydro dipped.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, he actually hydro dips right in his toilet.
Built Hoverbot says that he should tell everyone he lost the leg in a wreck on that bike. You should have printed one of the wheels in like a clear filament.
Yeah. or one detachable leg, so when you're driving, you could like tip over and have it fall off. Oh god, there's so many good ones. Plan was to hydro dip it, just started too late. Like hydro dip, like Oreos, yes, but I don't use toilet water.
Oh.
All right, next. Caleb, here's you.
Yeah.
Hedgehog makes Galaxy Red.
Yeah, so I got to see this in person, and the pictures don't do it justice, dude. I wish it's not released yet. I don't think it's currently released. I think it's still you sign up for notifications for it, but it is so cool looking in person.
Awesome.
It's like is
it a gloss or a matte finish?
It's
I don't think it's neither. I don't think it's supposed to be neither, but it's have you ever printed in the Starlight Neptune or any of the Starlight filaments from Polymaker?
Filament, right.
It's like that, but like a deep rich red. Like it's not just a filament with glitter in it. It's got a little bit of like an interesting sheen to it. It's pretty cool.
Oh,
I love it. And you know, tripod. I just said tripod. And Austin, our zombie hedgehog, definitely deserves that. Super cool, man. Super
Very
cool. Glad to see that. You help them so much, and you're a big, huge part of the community. And especially with the changer here we see on the left side.
And just a good dude.
Yeah. Overall, awesome.
He comes in clutch all the time.
Yeah. I love that. Gonna order me some.
Even the close-ups, man. It's so hard to like, and I'm not trying to shill or anything. I legitimately I want to get a roll when it comes out, and I recommend other people get a roll when it comes out too, because even the close-up pictures he posted there just don't do it justice.
David Wilson, who's zombie? I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Pick some dudes. I'd totally buy that if it was on a different spool.
Wow.
Yeah, built over bottom on a layaway plan. Just don't know which arm to take. Too funny. All right, we're gonna.
All right. I hope you're not hungry.
Oh yeah.
This one's a little bit of a different hot makes.
Before and after the bacon burnt ends. Yeah, that looks great.
Oh, that second picture though, dude. Go to the second picture.
Boom. Oh man.
Oh,
so good.
It looks so good.
So good. Thanks, guys. Real hungry here. Just joking. I have my protein shake. Guess what the flavor was today? I didn't even think about this till right now.
Oreo.
Close.
Cookies and cream.
No. Chocolate peanut butter Oreo.
Oh, so close, yeah.
It was close. You were close with the Oreo.
Did you see the cookies and cream flavored Oreos? It's just Oreo flavored. It's Oreo flavored Oreos.
It's just Oreo.
Yeah.
Wait. Cookies. Did you see anybody out there, if you have TikTok?
Okay.
Have you seen the Nutter Butter page?
No.
If you have not seen the Nutter Butter page on TikTok, the official Nutter Butter page, check mark it out.
Okay, I'm ready.
Go watch this. It'll haunt your nightmare. You can. I can't even explain what happened. I can't even explain. I think whoever runs that page is
this like a Wendy's Twitter situation where it's just bangers after bangers? No. Is it creepy?
It's everything, man. It is the
okay.
It's something's wrong with Nutter Butter. Someone needs to send help. Someone definitely needs to send help. Maybe if we get there, we'll put one of the videos up here with no audio. Yeah, no joke.
That's a warning. That's a whistle. I need help.
Yeah, it was cookie inside a cookie. They're crushing up Oreos and then shoving them inside of Oreos. Whoa, that was crazy. All right. Next.
Yeah, and this is a good opportunity real quick to also we show a lot of 3D printing stuff on the show because it's just kind of what we're interested in. It's how the show got started. It's just kind of the theme that's collected. But It's hot makes, not hot 3D prints. So like if you do woodworking or metalsmithing or glass blowing or stained glass stuff or even cooking some delicious food, that is also a make. Like share it. We want to see it.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
awesome. Yeah.
Absolutely. Here it is, my big 3D Printopia photo dump.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, see my comments. I don't know if we have time to go through all this right now, but
No, but we can probably click and scroll.
Yeah.
See if anything
Yeah,
stands
yeah.
out. Oh
Whoa.
man.
This is a giant dump.
It's a big dump. Hot. Hey, we're back to the hot dumps.
Hot dumps. We're coming back.
Hot dumps
We are
are
bringing
back
it
again.
back. Wait, I see Liz
Yeah.
and K2 Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Man,
STL Denise a little bit further down.
look at this.
Offer 3D. Daryl, he was on the show a while ago.
What the look at what
That's
is
really
this?
cool.
Oh yeah. So this guy was making 1/6 scale dioramas for like Hot Toys figures, you know, like the 12-inch like tall, like super detailed figures. He was making like really awesome detailed. He had a 12th scale or he had a 6th scale TIE fighter. The dude was like, or the thing was like almost as tall as I am.
Jeez.
Because the cockpit had to be big enough to fit. Yeah, you can see it behind him, sitting next to him or standing next to him. Yeah, super cool. I reached out to him. I can't remember if I followed up with him or not, but I'm gonna see if he'll come on the show at some point too, because he was super nice, and they do some cool work. There was
there you go.
Yep, Denise and
Oh look,
yeah. Oh, and there we go. A Wild Thomas appears.
Wild Thomas. Yep.
Seriously, one of my favorite people.
Yeah. There's Sam. Dude, a lot of cool stuff. The droids were there again.
Yeah, there weren't as many droids as when you were posting pictures from when Tristan was going nuts over them. There were only a couple that were moving, and then a couple stationary ones like a battle droid and stuff. Yeah. But that aluminum R2 I'm assuming that's like it looks like it's all metal was sweet.
I bet. A lot of cool stuff here. A lot of cool stuff. We're gonna have to go to so check
Metalhead printing was there.
Max, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
There he is.
Yeah, I chatted with him for a little while. Hendrick was there.
Okay.
I chatted with Hendrick for a while. He actually also gave out these guys. He had little electroplated benchy pins.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna focus. Yeah, there it is. Look at that thing.
Jeez.
Oh wow.
His electroplating on
it's a pin.
It's great.
Yeah, dude's awesome. We bonded over our mutual love for the Doom franchise.
Absolutely. What is this?
Yeah, so if the Offset team is in the chat, they'll get a little chuckle out of this because we saw it from a distance and we thought, well, I'm not going to say. But yeah, that's a really cool. It was like a booth where you could go in and be scanned and be like, what's the term for like the powder printing that you can do in full color? Yeah.
Sweet. Looks like a ton of fun.
Oh yeah, all sorts of stuff. There's some Death Racer stuff.
Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, scroll further down. There's Steve from Voron.
Yes.
Oh, have you seen this yet? The Eagle 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
He shot me a picture. He's like, I've been working on this. I was like, what?
So if you take Barf's head off, there's a cover that goes like a windshield that goes on the front, and then it just looks like a little model of the Eagle 5.
Oh, that's cool.
It barely even looks like a Death Racer.
Yeah.
But they had some Protopasta branding on the back of it, like on the bumper sticker, like the I Heart Uranus bumper sticker and stuff.
Nice. Yeah, look, I'm glad I was there. Glad I wasn't there. Someone else could win for a change.
Oh wow!
Oh man.
Yeah, Cookie Cat was there with their.
Who had the nozzles?
Where's it at? I don't see it in that picture. Oh, there it is. There's a picture. So go down. There's Sam holding it after we realized what was going on. At the bottom center of your screen right now. Down. There.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then the next photo is a close up of the arm that was just absolutely shredding people.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Shot right here.
Yeah. I mean, it was decimating. It was doing great. It's just that's part of the
fun is you live to race again. Big Jano, no comment there.
Yep.
My SLS weapon had nothing on that. Really? Holy crud! Now I'm curious.
Yeah, I think I got at least one shot, but there were some shots where that spinning arm blade thing like totally crushed, like shattered the back end, like the back end, like the electronic compartment and stuff of the back of some of the Death Racers, like that shouldn't be destroyed.
Really?
Yeah. It caused some damage, dude.
Yeah. Hopefully they pulled it out of rotation, huh?
That's what Sam was holding it for. We saw it, and we were like, "Hang on."
Right. Dang it! Oh, is this it now? Oh no, different. No, is that it?
No, I think that's a different one.
No, look,
it is the same one. Yeah. So okay, so so here's what happened. At first, we pulled it out, and then they swapped out the. They actually had a second. That purple one that they have on there.
Yeah.
They had that with them, and he swapped it out. He did like a pit stop where he swapped out the tool to one that was like legal for the competition.
Yeah.
And then because he swapped it out so fast, it wasn't tightened down and it fell off. And if you go back to that picture where you saw where it wasn't attached.
Yeah.
The last one down there.
This one, yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead and click that one.
Here's with it on there.
Mm-hmm. And if you go back to the other one, you'll see we have it in the Death Racer video. I don't think that one's released yet. But
I'm with this guy taking Homer out, all about hitting Homer in the back of the head.
So this picture, this was the last battle. These were the last two standing. So this dude, the one that had the nozzles on, he swapped out the tool. The new tool fell off, and he somehow knocked out the last competitor with the little sticks sticking out. So he still won. He was still the champion.
Nice.
With the little sticks.
Oh no. Oops. That was crazy. Yeah. I definitely hit a kid with mine on accident and cut him up a little bit, but
those like summer camp games where they would like tie two people's legs together and you had to like run a race.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just do that with tripod, and
There you go. Is this
just regular racer?
Is this supposed to be Henrik?
Yeah, that was Hendrik. That so that ring was about this big.
Wow.
Yeah, he said it was the one bracelet to rule them all.
Awesome. Well, I don't want to. I know we're getting short on time here, but
yeah, I retweeted
so
this
much cool stuff
from the Hot Makes account. So definitely go over there and
yeah,
dig through there. Yeah, Steven brought his Darth Vader costume and wore that while he was riding it. It was awesome.
I saw that.
There's a picture of it somewhere in there.
So good. She definitely has a mean smile.
Hey, no, that's a good smile. But when she's mad, she's good at making you feel bad. Like,
all right. Hey, David Wheeler, excellent.
Thank you.
Photo dump. Thank you so much for that. If anyone wants to check that out, I'm going to do this because that's such an awesome post. There you go.
The next hot make on the list is also a photo dump, and there's some really good photos in here too. I don't know if we can go through all of them, but
yeah, there's
some good ones. But definitely go check out both of those photo albums if you're watching after the show. There's a bunch of there's some good photos in here. There's a funny thing. I remember these guys standing next to me with their cameras, and I should have introduced myself. I should have talked to them more.
Right.
I feel bad about that.
I like this.
Yeah. Cool. So they did a thing where
what percentage is that model? That's huge. Isn't that the one that's on printables?
Yeah, the what is it called? The dummy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did they have the big scientist there too? or no? At the
No, they did not have the big scientist. No.
Darn it.
But when
There's the
sitting
head.
there, Joel sitting there with the dummy next to him, they did a thing where Nick was actually behind the stage with a microphone, and he was like the AI voice that was coming out of the
Nice.
dummy. It was goofy. I liked it.
That's funny. So good, man. The derby races, the dummy riding the dog.
No.
That dummy's got more legs than tripod. Maybe you could borrow one.
Oh, jeez.
Dummy 13 as the scientist. There you go. I love
Dummy
it. I
13.
bet you drag racers were fun as normal, as usual. Good to see the robot there, the Gloop robot. This
What's
is
with
awesome.
Oh, you posted in the chats. Got it. Okay.
This is awesome.
Yeah, that thing was sweet. It's longer than a normal tiny bike too.
That is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. We're going to have to go through and check all of these out. Man, I missed this. Dang it, I should have been there. All right.
What are you doing?
Nice
Working
work.
for a
Nice
living?
work.
Paying
Aaron.
your bills? What's wrong with
Yeah,
you?
I know. Dang it. Some of these 3D prints may have made it home with Karen. I mean, with Caleb. I mean,
Some of them.
nice. A clear backpack.
Yeah.
with
I actually
full
have
of,
two. I have blue and yellow because it's mine and Sarah's favorite colors. Both of them have squeakers in the butt.
Nice.
It's like one of my favorite things. I already showed you Karen's maker chip, and I've got. Oh, she had a pin that was like a smaller version of a maker chip with a little smiley face on it. Look at that guy.
What? Well, hang on. Nice.
Just a little maker chip pin.
Sweet.
It was
Very
fun.
cool.
Yeah, she sent me home with a bunch of stuff, and I think I'm looking through this bag, and I realized some of it's missing because Sarah took it.
Nice.
There was some stuff that I grabbed, and that Sarah gave me, or that Karen gave me specifically for Sarah too. Also, I don't know who designed this, but check this little dude out.
Oh, hang on.
Make a big little lightsaber.
Nice. That's cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did
That's
not
neat.
expect that.
Right. It's a key. It's got a little spot for a keychain. I've been printing a bunch of. You can hardly see them, but I've been printing a ton of John 3D Printing World's lightsabers. And it's kind of like that, but it's tiny. It's
Great.
little. Love it.
Yeah.
This Karen didn't give me this one. I just found it in the bag.
Awesome. Well, it's good to see you, and you finally met Karen in person, so that's awesome.
I know. Yeah, totally missed last time. So then this time, of course, Karen comes up and she's like, "And here's this, and here's this, and here's this." She made these really cool like friendship bracelets where she 3D printed the little beads, that would go on a classic friendship bracelet when we were kids.
Yeah.
And that one's
Earlier
not.
she
I can't
said-
show that one because it's
she
not in the
said-
bag either. Sarah loved that. She took that.
I think she said earlier that she made maker coin or maker chip beads for friendship bracelets.
Yeah.
I think in the chat she said that earlier.
Yeah, and she also designed her maker chip to have friendship bracelet style KCD Karen Chow designs. Come on,
Nice.
focus. There we go. I don't have a fancy camera like Jim has, so
Yeah, you do.
no, I don't. Definitely
All right.
do not. I'm still rocking that ADD. It's just demoted to being a webcam now.
Oh, jeez. All right. Last but not least, new model. I just wrapped it up.
I was thinking about him.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking about him when we were bringing you on. Do you guys know each other yet?
Awesome.
Yeah.
We just talk through Twitter and stuff. He's awesome. His stuff's great.
Mhm. Love it. Love it. Love it.
He ain't got a dice tower and a skull with a
Don't be
spine
like
that
that.
pulls out of it.
Don't be like
No.
that. You ain't got to be like that.
Did you see his other
You
stuff?
dip
Like
the Oreos
the
in
horn-
water. What
the
you
horn
talking about,
shot
boy?
glass and stuff is really good.
Yeah, he does
Oh,
some
yeah.
really awesome stuff for sure.
Oh yeah, super cool stuff.
Very, very cool. Yeah, no, I'm just you know, I gotta give you crap.
No, you don't. You don't have to.
I mean, yeah, I do.
I believe he uses some rub and buff on some of his designs when they're done too. So it sounds like I need to get to rubbing and buffing, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I swear by it. I'm just trying to get a sponsor. I want
For-
Rub and Buff and Aqua
Rub-
hairspray.
Yeah. Yep.
So good. Awesome.
So do you guys, I want to ask you one quick thing. On your
Yeah.
beds, do you use the PIE beds? Or do you use like anything different?
Yeah, I use the
swear.
PEI beds.
I use those cool plates from the bamboos. It's the best thing ever. No one uses them though.
I
never use them.
funny you say that. If you let's see if it'll come up. I love the cool plates on the bamboo printers.
So what?
Here.
What do you?
There you go.
Flawless to me.
Using it right now on this print.
So what's so great about? Why do you guys like them so much?
Why
Everything
not?
sticks great, and on the original cool plates, they run cool, so you're not using all that electric to heat that
Right.
cool plate up.
Yeah,
So
I
if you're
think
running
they
multiple
took them
printers,
off their
you're
site
saving
now,
some-
though, didn't they?
So you don't have to turn
Yeah.
on bed heat at all.
Not on the originals. No,
I think it's 30C or something, but it's all. I mean, yeah, it's almost never on. And it was awesome. I love them. Actually, I have a bunch of extra sheets. I did a video on how to replace the sheets because it's super easy. And I actually throw
Well, if you use
vision.
the
What was that?
if you throw the Aquanet on there, you never really have to replace those sheets. I've been like a year and a half on one. And
I
just go on it, and you're good.
I use the expensive version of that Vision Miner, the nanopolymer. But I've always used. I mean, I've used that since like 2019 when I met Rob, and I was like, "This stuff's magic on my under 3," you know.
Yeah.
But I love it. I mean, you can actually see, like I said, you can actually see it's smeared on the. You know, I just do.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I mean, the only time I have to replace them is when I accidentally gouge it or something like that.
Yeah.
But normally it's they usually last quite a while. You don't have to use you really don't have to use heat on them. And some things I like the bumpy bottoms, some things I don't, right?
Yeah.
And so this
See, I've
what
just
I
been-
just printed. I want to get one of
I
those.
like the bumpy bottom, and I really haven't run into anything that I don't want the bumpy bottom for.
I don't know if you're going funny or not here.
No, I'm being serious.
That's
I'm
almost as
no.
bad as squeakies in the bottom's my
the
favorite.
squeaky butt
Yeah.
bumpy bottom.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hot
that's-
dumps.
that's actually my new band name, the Squeaky Bumpy Bottom. But
Squeaky bumpy bottoms.
yeah, like the only thing I want to do, actually, I just realized it now looking at this print that I need to get. I think I have one, maybe. Oh, we have the hot mix one. I could use that, but I want to get like one of those crazy beds that leaves the print. You know the
the designs on the bottom.
yeah, because I'm actually printing.
Yeah. You're talking about Ember Prototypes
There's
beds.
a whole bunch. Yeah, the Ember.
Yeah, we have
Prototype
hot
on the
mix ones that he made us, which are super cool.
and I think I want to get one for this print specifically. This is a chassis for a little a mini Z car that I'm going to build, and I just thought right now, you know how cool it'd be to have that on the bottom, like when you pick up the car, you see the pattern. But
Yeah,
anyways, yeah,
that'd be cool.
I do. I love the cool plates though. I love how they print. I love that, like you said, there's not
I
really.
need to see
any,
if he'll make one that has the Overlook Hotel carpet pattern on it. That would be sick.
right. But yeah, like I don't think they make them anymore, and yeah, so that's sad.
Yeah, you're right. Like I just noticed, like I got another one and it wasn't shipped with it, and I was like, wow, it doesn't have the cool plate anymore. So
Yeah.
it's the PIE sheets now, which is a bummer
So-
for me because if you're test printing and doing a lot of printing and you're running multiple sheens all the time,
Mhm.
it helps with the electric bill, you know,
Right,
have it
Yeah.
down.
right.
And
All right.
so and hot take here. I don't like the gold. I don't know why everybody likes the gold PEI
Ooh,
sheets.
the gold pea ice, pretty good.
I
You
don't know why
like it?
everybody likes the gold colored ones though. I can't if I have a piece of filament stuck on it, I can't see it. Like if I have a piece of a brim or something like that, you can't see it as well on the gold one, and it ends up getting embedded in the bottom of a print. And if it's a product that I'm sending out to somebody, I don't want that. But
True.
the black bed, the black PEI sheet that TH3D sent, I can see anything that's stuck to the bottom of that, even black filament. But for some reason, everything just blends into the gold one.
Yeah, but they stick so good though. I mean, those gold ones. I when they came out with that, I was like, "Ooh, this is nicer than the originals for sure."
Mm-hmm.
But all right, I got to get home. Or I got to see my car start by the time I get outside here. But anything else? I think we're good. I know we're running up against 8 here, and I want to respect Colin's time too. So, one more time before we go, who are you? What do you do? Where can we find your stuff?
It's Colin Littletup Designs. I'm on Colts 3D and Thangs, and you can also check me out on Instagram at Littletup Designs 3D, and Twitter, of course, where I saw you guys, met you guys, and even TikTok now. I'm on TikTok, so check them all out.
Yeah,
awesome.
And while you're there,
thanks so much for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
While you're on TikTok, looking at the Nutter Butter page, stop by.
Yeah, that's where I'm going after this. I wrote it down.
Oh my god! Like seriously, if anyone, let's see, I know we, I don't even know if I can get there without signing in, and I'm not doing that. No, let's see. Continue as a guest. Nutter.
Official Nutter Butter.
It is something. No sound. Okay, make sure.
What am I looking at here?
Just from this, you can see something's wrong.
What is going on here?
I don't know.
I feel like I'm looking at Adult Swim bumpers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
This looks like one of my old movies I was telling you guys about. Might be movies.
No joke.
I
mean, like, it's something. Nutter Butter, are you okay? Blink twice if you need help.
I'm gonna get a hold of their account.
I don't think so. Someone said Twitter's pretty crazy too. So I'm gonna have to go look at that. But I do have to fly. Thank you so much though for being here. I really appreciate it. I know Caleb does too. It's super awesome stuff, man.
Thanks for having me. Anytime, guys.
I gotta close the Nutter Butter page here so I can actually say goodbye because I can't.
Just be prepared. You can't unsee it. That's all I got. Yeah. And you don't even know what you're looking at. That's the best.
That was something. That was something.
But thank you again, Colin. We really appreciate it, man, and hanging out for us. Hopefully, it wasn't too crazy. I know you said you don't usually do those things or do these things, but hopefully, we eased you in. It wasn't too bad, right?
No, it was great.
Awesome.
Yeah, I had high tension coming in, a little nervous, and it's really chill. It was a good conversation.
I hope after a few minutes with these idiots, you felt a little better. Battle cry always with the chicken.
Yeah,
the frozen chicken is also a thing on this show.
Yeah,
we don't have a clip of that one, but there was one episode where we were saying goodbye, and Sarah, my wife, was on her way out because she was going back to the store to buy more chicken, and I was like, "Didn't we just? I thought we had chicken in the freezer." And she's like, "Yeah, but I forgot to get it out. It's frozen. What am I supposed to do with that?" Just yelling across the house.
It was great. It was great. And then you got hit by a tornado. Was that the same house? I can't remember.
No. That was here. That was at this house.
Oh, it was? I thought it was at your old house.
That was like a couple months ago, dude.
Oh, that was longer than that.
No, it wasn't.
Let us know in the chat if you think that was at the tornado house or not.
It was not.
But
it absolutely was not. I remember her vividly right over here off to the side where my office door is.
Plot twist. The tornado.
Plot twist.
The chicken turns into the tornado.
I don't know if that was a tornado pun or not.
Oh, so good. All right, guys. Have a great night. Colin, we'll be right back with you. Everybody else, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for joining us on another Monday night. And we will see you again in a couple weeks.
Yeah. I don't know who we. I've got a few people we're talking to. We don't have anybody official yet, but
That was the tea house.
There goes your camera again.
I see that. Mean mugging you.
All
there
right.
you go.
Thanks,
All right,
Colin.
everybody.
Hang out for a second. We'll be back. We are goodbye.
Bye.
Later.